This is weird. It's weird for me to be in the future show because I don't care about the future. Right? I wouldn't be doing this if I cared about my future. Right? Also, this is the future, like from when I was a kid, this is not great. This is the 21st century, this is it? Not great, 21st century. Where are our robots? Where are the robots? They're at the grocery store checking us out, that's it? Put it in the bag, but I don't want a bag. Put it in the bag, okay, sorry. Sorry, robot. And I'm going bald. In the 21st century, I'm going bald. I don't like it. I like that it's called going bald because it sounds like I'm doing something, right? I like that. Oh, I'd help you move on Saturday, man, but I can't. I'm going bald all day. Sorry. But how is it the 21st century? I'm still going bald. Men have been in charge this whole time. What was more important than figuring out a cure to baldness? In the meantime, we came up with a pill that makes your erection diamond hard. Well, what good is that if you're going bald? Right? Yeah. Nobody's ever gonna see it. It's gonna be you at home with your weird experiment. And maybe make a shadow puppet. Hey, there we go. That's kind of fun. I have a friend who's really into Nostradamus. Do you have one of those? A friend that's into Nostradamus? I predict we're gonna get better friends. Like, I gotta see other people. Nostradamus, for being a guy who predicted the future, not great at it. Like, 95% wrong. I could be that bad at predicting the future. And my friend, he busted this out to prove to me that Nostradamus was good at it. He said, he showed me this thing that a prediction that Nostradamus made way, way back that he said the countries of Europe will be bothered by Hister. And I'm like, what does that mean? He goes, he predicted Hitler, man. And I was like, but he said Hister. That's closer to sister than it is to Hitler. Also, bothered is kind of underselling how people felt about Hitler, right? He bothers me. There, I said it. I should get a job. I'm afraid to go to a job interview because sometimes they ask you, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And you're like, what? Like, I gotta be able to see the future to wash dishes here? The one thing I'm obsessed with when it comes to the future is the movie Back to the Future. Now, basically, the plot of Back to the Future, and I'm obsessed with it. I've seen the movie probably like 813 times. And you watch a movie, and like all of a sudden, little things start to, like, you see things that you never noticed before, and they start to bother you. And Back to the Future has some of those. Like, there's one. Basically, the plot is Michael J. Fox plays Marty McFly. He goes from 1985 to 1955, and he accidentally interrupts his parents getting together, right? So he has to make his parents fall in love so that he can exist in the future. And he does that beautifully, right? He makes his parents fall in love, and in 1955, he's the coolest guy who's ever lived. He is the coolest guy. He invents rock and roll at one point. He invents skateboarding. He beats up the school bully. He helps this couple fall in love, and then he goes back to the future. That's where the title comes from. And everything's great in the future. And this couple has fallen in love, and they've given birth to a guy who looks exactly like the coolest guy they went to school with. right? Never comes up. Right? Yeah. You would think at one point they'd be like, you know who our son looks like? And I know that I just can't believe it because I remember the coolest guy that I went to school with, right? His name was Brody Pearson, and that guy didn't care about anything. He was amazing. Like, I remember one time the principal of our school said, like, hey, if anybody kicks a ball on top of the school, everybody's losing their ball privileges for the whole year. And Brody just picked up a ball and was like, pong. He didn't care. And we were all like, yeah! Brody, Brody, Brody. What an awesome guy, right? And I'm just saying, like, someday I might, reverse my decision to have kids. Like, maybe I meet a nice lady and we decide to get married and we have some kids. And if one of those kids grew up to look exactly like Brody Pearson, I'd be like, what? Did you sleep with Brody Pearson? Because I'm not mad, because we got Brody's kid. Yay! Brody, Brody, Brody. Winnipeg, you are amazing. Thanks for having me. Have a good